Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here at the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Doak Propane, Labor's Local 663, the Bank of Billings, Shelter Insurance Agents Grant Baker in Aurora, Sean Holman in Lockwood, Great Southern Bank, Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, and as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. We'll go down to Blue Eye High School, and Blue Eye Lady Bulldogs head coach Ken Elfrink, 56-30 sectional win over Miller, 25-5 on the season and under construction down there at Blue Eye. But Coach Elfrink, thanks so much for being part of the show.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Coach, a 26-point win over a very good Miller team that you just beat by 4 earlier in the season. Just tell us, how was the game different?
You know, it really it was a battle. I mean, Miller's a quality ball club, and Sean, Coach Price, has done an outstanding job coming in knowing that we played him before. You know, it was a tight game, and defensively they just do a tremendous job. I mean, it's hard to get good looks off of them. And, you know, we were fortunate early that, you know, we hit a shot to get us going. And then defensively, I think we really stepped up our game. We just played tough. I mean, again, and Miller did never back down. I mean, I never felt comfortable, even when we were up 22, 23 points with about 3 minutes left. I still, I never felt comfortable with, because they're a very quality ball club, you know. And but yeah, I just felt like, you know, we kind of get locked in defensively, and then we hit shots. You know, we as coaches, I always say, if you make shots, everything's a lot better. It's the ball goes in the hole, your defense gets a lot better, and you play off of it. And we did. So we hit some key shots and was able to get some good looks in transition because their half-court defense, like I said, is one of the best defenses I've seen all year.
Coach, as you look back, you got 5 seniors, I believe, on this team, and a lot of folks know about it, you know, a couple of them, but just those 5 seniors and that experience they had last year going to the Final Four, how much is that helping you right now as you try to make another run?
Oh, I mean, I really saw a lot last night. I think it was key for us last night. I think they were locked in, and, you know, it's kind of a rivalry game. And like I said, it was, you know, with Miller coming in, we knew that they bumped down from Class 3 to Class 2. And then when the alignments came out, that we would probably meet up in sectionals. And so, you know, a lot of people had a pencil on their, you know, their date book that we could probably see each other again, and even after we played in early. But, I mean, our kids, our composure, I saw a lot of confidence, a lot of composure last night, even off, you know, Samantha George came off the bench and probably had a career night, just played with a lot of confidence and just, you know, just determined, you know, and it's like, hey, we're going to get the job done. And, you know, fortunately for us, like I said, shots fell, and, you know, their shots didn't fall, and it kind of fell in our favor. So
what, you know, 13 or 14 wins in a row here as you head into this quarterfinal game Saturday at 1 o'clock. What are some things you're doing really well right now as a team?
You know, I think, you know, defensively, I think we've always last night we really locked in. I felt like we were doing a good job of trying to keep things out of the paint and rebounding and kids doing their role. I think my kids have always done their role, but they're really understanding their role even more. You know, last night, you know, Riley Arnold, one of our key players, and, you know, lead and score, but, you know, that was their focus. The Miller's focus was, hey, we got to know where she's at. And so Riley accepted that challenge and facilitated and controlled the game. And, you know, even though she scored 6 points on the night, she understood that, hey, this is what I need to do tonight. And so I think that's one thing our kids are understanding. Hey, you know, night in, night out, we need to rebound, we need to defend, we got to do those things that we can control. And I think that's what we're doing now, is we're taking care of things that we can control. Now, there are times that we don't. Obviously, they're high school girls, so we're, you know, I still get frustrated, and they relax every once in a while, and I got to remind them, hey, you can't take a play off, but that's kids for you.
Right, and as you head into this quarterfinal game with Dora, 1 o'clock on Saturday, what do you know about Dora, and where's the game going to be played?
We play on Saturday at 1 o'clock at Republic. Obviously, this time of year, everybody plays really, really good. I've not seen Dora play. I've talked to a few coaches. I'm getting some film, and we'll study and get ready for them. I know they got the Hamilton girl that can flat out score. I guess she can score from anywhere. She can attack. She can shoot the three. You got good role players around her. Got a couple other guards that can shoot a little bit. So it's going to be, like I said, it'll be a game that we're going to have to be locked in and like I said, hopefully play with the same confidence and poise that we played with last night. And like I said, it should be a good game. And like I said, at this time of year, it's one game at a time. And I always said, and I make this statement, it's always getting through districts is the toughest part. Okay. But then I always say, well, getting through sections is the toughest part. But then you get to the quarterfinals, like, all right, get into the quarterfinals. So yeah, every game, you just take one game at a time. So every game is tough from here on out.
Having done this as long as you've done this, that quarterfinal game, I often hear coaches say it may be the toughest game because it's the one that puts you in the Final Four.
It does, and I think it is. It's one of the toughest games, but it's also one of the games where, hey, for me, it's always been getting a district title. That's the toughest one because that's a lot of times where I think kids may relax, or the parents may talk about, oh well, who you play next, or you may look at your district alignments and they may think, okay, well, they're not looking down the road. So I think sometimes you overlook the district itself, and so for me as a coach, I always think the district championship game is the toughest as far as mentally preparing. Because after that, you got a couple of days to prepare. For districts, you prepare all year long for that district run. When districts are over with, every coach is limited. They got a couple of days or 2 or 3 days to prepare for the next opponent, and you just go play. So you don't have to think about it as much. And so, yeah, that's my point on it. So.
As you look at this matchup, who does it benefit more with each team not having seen each other, with you having been there before? This is as far as Dora has ever gotten in girls basketball. Does that benefit you more because of just the fact that you guys have not seen each other all year?
Well, yeah, I mean, I could see it both ways. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen the Hamilton girl play, and where I understand she can flat out play. And so, that was the thing with Miller, us playing Miller. We played him earlier in the year and both knew each other. We played the past 3 years. And so we're familiar with each other. Dora, they're not familiar with me, what I do defensively, offensively. Obviously, we can watch tape, but watching tape is one thing, and playing someone and seeing someone live is totally different. So yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, it comes down to players making plays this time of year. I mean, coaches can do their job, and we're going to work at it and do what we need to and do our studies and film work and talk to different coaches and get our kids prepared, hopefully mentally more than anything. But when it comes down to it, it comes to kids making plays on the floor and doing the little things right. It's about the little things.
Coming into this game, now you guys are, you're 30 games basically into a season. Are you relatively healthy at this time? And what's the plan like between now and Saturday?
Yeah, we really are. We're actually almost back to being fully healthy. I mean, we've been battling injuries most of the year. Avery blew her ankle in the pink and white, and then about a month ago, Riley blew hers against Sparta, and then a week later, Kyla blew hers. So we've been nursing ankle injuries all year, but I think we're almost fully healthy, and kids are got their step back, and today obviously is going to be kind of a laid back day and kind of talk about their next game and get some shots up, and after last night's game, it was a tough game. I said after the end of the third quarter, I sat down, kneeling down in front of the bench talking about finish the game off. And I look across the kids, and Sam George has a big old black and blue whelp under her left eye. And Riley's got a cut under her left eye. And Kyla's got blood coming from her mouth. And so we'd battled for 3 quarters, and it was tough. And we went to work. And so, and I, honestly, I'm not saying that was enjoyable to see as a coach, but it was kind of like, wow, these kids went to work. And so it was, and they just left it on the floor. So it was fun to see. So yeah, we'll kind of recoup, get our legs back under us, and get ready for Saturday.
You bet. Well, Coach, and again, we've been visiting with Blue Eye Lady Bulldogs head coach Ken Elfrink, and 56-30 win, and play Dora at Republic at 1 o'clock. in the state quarterfinals on Saturday. And Coach, thanks so much for your time. I know we kind of set this up here just today, but coaches have been pretty good, and I really appreciate you being part of the Missouri Sports Network today.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate it. Thanks for all you do, and we're excited for Saturday. So,
all right, keep it right here at Missouri Sports Network.